YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today we're looking at a beer that was picked up for me by a co-worker. He is a big gruit guy, a very big gruit guy, and he always would talk to me about gruits and where he can find gruits and good gruits to try, and I would always keep him up on as many as I could think of. I'd be like, hey, this brewery's releasing a gruit. This brewery's releasing a gruit. This brewery's releasing a gruit. You can get this gruit at this LCBO, at this LBCBO. So, and then I told him about a store in the U.S. to go to. And he went to the U.S. and he asked them to get them a gruit, and they got in a gruit for him. And he came up to me and he goes, hey, the store you told me about, they picked up this gruit for me. Have you ever had it? And I'm like, no, I've never tried it. He goes, well, you know what? I gotta cross the border to get some gas. I'll pick you up a bottle. I'm like, oh man, thanks. I'll super appreciate that. And he did. He picked me up a bottle. And this bottle is from the White Hag Irish Brewing Company. And I think it's funny that the White Hag is what they sent in, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to say that this albino guy is a white hag. Anyway, this is the White Hag Irish Brewing Company's Irish Heather Ale. So there we go. And the greatest thing is, they picked him up a gruit that he picked up for me, and it's from my homeland, right? Well, not my home, my parents' homeland. It is 7.5% alcohol by volume. The ingredients are water, barley, wheat, heather, and yeast. So, I mean, for those of you that don't know what a gruit is, basically things other than hops used for the bittering, and they don't last quite as long because there's no hops in them to help preserve them. So that's always a slight deduction from them. Just ever so slight deduction from them. But a lot of gruits are amazing beers. And most of them are unfiltered that I've had. A lot of them, like say the Double Coit from Bose, has such a weird grain bill that the body on it is messed up. I mean, the Double Coit is mostly oats, so it was like oatmeal in a glass. Again, the White Hag Irish Brewing Company. And there is our gruit. Yeah, that's diarrhea in a glass, okay? Sorry, I don't want to show you the Cameron's logo. Well, I do, but I don't. That is diarrhea in a glass. That is deep, 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 deep brown. So murky, it's not funny. Just a deep brown murkiness. Okay. A slight tartness, a very slight tartness. You get that cereal biscuity graininess that comes with a lot of wheat beers, but a slight tartness and slight almost like loganberry scent, and a very slight hint of urine, human urine. And I'm not saying that as a horribly bad thing, but if any of you have had kids or anything like that, you know that like weird sweet scent that comes as you're changing them in the morning. That weird sweet, just a weird sweet scent that comes in the morning while you're changing your kid's diaper. It's not that it's like human, like adult piss you're like whiffing, but like just that slightly weird off-centered sweet smell that you get from your kids in the morning. And a little bit of that grassy floral note. Let's try it. Cheers. I think this bottle may have turned, which may have been why I was getting that scent, but at the same time, if it's turned, I think it's turned in a good way, and I'm only saying I think it turned because of the things he told me he had tasted. Because this is extremely tart. Like, extremely tart. Soft. Clean. And subtle. You would not know it's 7.5% alcohol. Very tart from beginning to end. I just have this sourness all along my tongue. The dryer's done. Yeah, sourness just envelops my whole mouth. Almost overtakes everything else. But with that sourness comes a weedy graininess, just that breadiness, that cereal graininess, just random neutral cereal grain. Still sour. A little bit of earthy floral. And still a touch of that berry. I actually quite enjoy the mixture between the berry flavor, the earthiness, the sourness, and the floralness of this beer. I really, really like the and the graininess just in the middle to help fight back, to help tone down that sourness a bit. And again, I don't think this beer was supposed to be sour. I may be 100% wrong. Because he said there was something he tasted that he couldn't figure out. And it might have been just that. The white hag was a witch. Oh yeah, I would think that she would be. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't really tell me much on the back. The front writing is way too small for me to read. So I don't know. All I know is I really like it. I don't know if it's supposed to be sour. I really don't know. As I said, I do not believe it is supposed to be sour. My mustache, I'm trying to keep it down. My hair is just so curly that it's curling up. I don't believe it's supposed to be sour, even though it is. But I also believe that it is an amazing sour beer. It's a great sour. And sometimes stuff like that happens. If it was meant to be like that, it's really good. And if it's not meant to be like that, it doesn't matter because it's still really good. Out of 10 on this 7.5% alcohol sour gruit that I'm drinking, I would probably give this an easy 8.5. I actually really enjoy this. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for picking this up for me. The White Hag Irish Brewing Company's Irish Heather Ale. Really good beer. If any of you have tried it that watch this show, tell me if it's supposed to be sour, or if that's just a case of it being shipped over and then sitting on a store shelf and going from the store shelf to the buddy's car, to from his car to where we dropped off, from where we dropped off to back to my house. I don't know. It could even be just something like that. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye. Boop. It didn't turn off. Boop.